Caught on camera, it's the guy known as the notorious Dine and Dash serial dater. More than 20 women say they met Paul Gonzalez on different dating websites. Well, on their first date, they were stunned when Gonzalez allegedly devoured his steak dinner, then sneaked out, sticking them with the bill.
What's going on, guys? This is AD, the African Red Pill. Welcome to the video. In today's video, we're talking about foodie call. What is foodie call? The definition of foodie call is, foodie call means going on a date with somebody you're not romantically attracted to. You're just going on that date just for the sake of the food. So that's what we're talking about. We're analyzing a video and another video. So let's get into it.
The other day was this thing called, what guys, it's called, what is it, foodie call? So who knows what a foodie call is? Hello, foodie call. Not booty call, sir.
Right.
Foodie call.
Foodie call. or permanent side chick.
Oh, huh?
A permanent side dude or side chick, depending on how it's phrased.
What is a foodie call?
A foodie call is when someone who doesn't have a main man goes out with many different people just so they can get good meals.
Have y'all ever heard that? Yes. Wait, okay, thank you, sir. Ma'am, you stand up right now. You've been
I've not just heard it, I've done it, yeah. I've been on probably 100 dates this year, and I'd say about like a quarter of them have been foodie dates.
First of all, what are you doing that you got 100 people?
I'm trying to find my husband. And I'm also trying to eat. I've got like a ramen, budget and like an oyster appetite.
Okay, so you've been on 100 dates. Some of them have been foodie calls.
Yes.
Did you tell the guy?
No, I mean, here's the thing. They ask you on a date, right? If you're on online dating sites, they're saying, I want to go to this nice restaurant. I want to take you on this nice restaurant. Do you want to come with me? And so why not, And also, you never know what it's going to turn into.
Okay.
I've had some actually turn into relationships.
But you go, though, because you could not afford the rent.
The look on that lady's face is priceless. In her head, she's like, bitch, you a hoe.
Okay. I've had some actually turn into relationships.
But you go, though, because you could not afford the restaurant.
Could not afford the restaurants. Absolutely not.
Is your mom or dad watching? I'm kidding.
No.
Wait a minute. So this lady went on 100 dates? 100 dates. And from those 100 dates, a quarter of them were for foodie calls, of which a quarter of them was 25. So meaning the 75 guys were successful with her. That was just in 1 year. So meaning from those 75 guys who are successful with her, a huge number of them got to hit it. So you can imagine the body count of that lady. Wow. The modern world. This is crazy, man. Have you ever heard of a concept which has been scientifically proven, which says that the higher number the body count a lady or a woman has, the lesser chances she has of pair bonding with somebody. So meaning the more sexual partners a woman has, the lesser she reduces her chances of her pair bonding with somebody, meaning she might not be in a long-term relationship with anybody, which means whichever relationship she gets into, she always finds a reason to leave that person. I don't like the way he chews. I don't like the way his eyes are. I don't like the way his nose is. I don't like how he smiles. I don't like his head. You always find a reason because that thing of pair bonding in you has died. So I feel for this lady because she's already killed her chances of pair bonding with anybody. If she can go on 100 dates in a year, I don't know her age, let's say she's 30, and she started going on dates maybe at 20. You can imagine her body count. And body count matters to us men. No matter how much you might try to throw it in our face, it will always matter. So I feel for this lady. All the best to a guy who has her or who is going to have her in the future. Yeah.
Now, okay, you stand up, please, because I saw you over here nodding. You've done a foodie call?
No, I would never do a foodie call. Oh,
really?
You're a good-looking woman, and that makes you look cheap.
Oh,
definitely.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I totally agree with the older lady by saying that it makes her look cheap. Because she's good looking. There's no excuse for her behavior where she goes on 100 dates and a quarter of them is just for food. If that's not cheap, then I don't know what is. Yeah, let's continue the video.
No, I just, listen, I wouldn't say that at all because here's the deal. You going, it's possible that you will turn into love.
Right.
Listen, and I'm about this. Don't judge anybody else's love. Love your love, let me love my mother has a saying, if you like it, I love it. So, but you wouldn't go on a foodie call.
If you're going for love, it's different.
Yeah.
But if you're going just because you can't afford a meal
Yeah.
and you want the guys to pay for the meal,
You think it's a no-brainer?
It's a no-brainer.
Well, listen, when we go out for lobster, you're gonna buy mine, though.
And here we go with the sisterhood uberalis. Sisterhood uberalis means women supporting each other no matter what they do. They always try to support each other instead of holding the other woman accountable. She's there supporting her actions by giving excuses for her. So I don't support what that lady was talking about. Thing of love, whatever. It's high time we brought back shame. I remember back in the day where certain behaviors used to be shameful. When you do certain things, if you're ashamed about it, you'll be a disgrace of the community. But in this day and era, shame has died, which is very bad. If shame used to hold a lot of value like it used to be in the past, a lot of people would be behaving. A lot of people wouldn't be promiscuous. A lot of people would be accountable for their bad decisions and wrong actions.
Because I've been unemployed for 3 years. I might not be able to cut it. So here's the deal. We had this fierce debate, just like this with our staff. So my assistant, her name is Lizzie, and she's a recent college graduate. You know, everybody's been talking about college debt and all of these things. And Lizzie, even though she works for the show, apparently is also broke, like me. So Lizzie said she would never go on a foodie call. Why not, Lizzie?
I don't know. I just think it's really tacky. It's bad karma. You know, I feel like I would never want someone to use me like that, so I wouldn't use them. You seem really fun, though. Like, we should go out together. We'll go to Wendy's, get some spicy nuggets.
See, I think, I'm not she's some spicy nuggets. She wants to eat at one of the fancy restaurants. So for me, I actually don't, I've never done it to my knowledge. I've had some Last Suppers where I was like, you're never going to see me again, and thank you.
I agree with her assistant. It's tacky. It makes you look cheap. There's no two ways about it. So check out. Let's reverse the roles here. Women support this type of behavior if it's done by a woman. But let's reverse the roles if it's done by a man. If it's done by a man, you'll be shamed. You'll be called all sorts of names such that it will even become public outcry. Just like women scam men every day. But check out what happened with the Tinder swindler guy. That was a 1 in a million case. The Tinder swindler guy's case was a 1 in a million case. But it made headlines such that it even became a high profile documentary. So let's check out real life circumstances where this happened and it became a public outcry despite women doing it every day. Check out this guy who used to do the same thing women do to guys.
Say to these women,
Caught on camera, it's the guy known as the notorious Dine and Dash serial dater.
you've been dining and dashing with women. You've been running out on the check.
Wow, this really happened to me?
More than 20 women say they met Paul Gonzalez on different dating websites. Well, on their first date, they were stunned when Gonzalez allegedly devoured his steak dinner, then sneaked out, sticking them with the bill.
I was just in shock that anybody would do this. You're, embarrassed, kind of ashamed.
For weeks, he's been keeping a low profile, but he couldn't hide from Inside Edition. Here's Jim Murray.
We found Paul Gonzalez having coffee at this Starbucks in Pasadena, just half a block from a restaurant where he allegedly pulled one of his latest dine and dash scams.
Oh my God, that is him.
We showed the video to Carol Meredith, who says Gonzalez ordered not one, but 2 dinners when they met for their first date in April.
You've been going to local restaurants with women that you meet online. I've been leaving them with a check. Don't you feel bad about that? Do you have? I don't know who you are.
Hopefully this won't happen to any other women. And I just wanted to give you guys a big shout out for capturing this loser.
What?
That guy needs to be knighted. He's a legend, man. How many guys can pull it off like that? Even though it's shameful. I'm just kidding here. But that's what women do almost all the time. If it's done by a woman, it's a normal thing. But once it's done by a man, it becomes public. It becomes a public topic. Just like what happened with this guy. But anyways, I understand. It's double standards. So I'm not going to cry a lot about this topic because there are double standards which favor women and the double standards which favor men. In this case, a foodie is that double standard which favors women but it doesn't favor men. But let's learn to accept these double standards. When it's the other way around, when it comes to standards which favor men, double standards which favor men, we should accept them. We shouldn't only accept those double standards which favor the other people. I mean, check out how that dude was harassed because he played women at their own game. That's why I'm calling him a legend. How many guys can pull it off like that? My guy, you a legend. Anyways, this is where I'm gonna end my video. Comment on this topic, hit like and subscribe. Help to push this channel to grow. Thank you to you who's been watching, to you the subscribers. See you in the next video. Peace.